Hello and welcome in. I am Cole Carter, and today I had the great privilege to interview a friend and mentor, Wes Blankenship. Now, Wes is a podcast co host and sports journalist hailing from the great city of Atlanta and now calls Athens, Georgia his home. And Wes is an accomplished sports journalist, like I said, finding his home in Athens, stemming his educational career from the University of Georgia. And he got his early success with the Red and Black, writing for the paper, and then leading to his career really beginning in Macon with a CBS affiliate, and then working his way up to the big boys with 11 Alive in Atlanta. And today, he has been noticed by figures like ESPN's Marty Smith, that now works side by side with him as a podcast host and friend. Wes is really good at even garnering a laugh from you with original sketch material like Coffeetown Football, replicating what it's like to listen to a high school football AM radio call. Wes has always been a character, and as I'll mention in a second, he is always himself. He aspires to stand out in a field of sports by being original and authentic. Wes is a down-to-earth guy who is just a great storyteller, really. He knows how to draw you in, how to make you feel comfortable. He's unafraid of the higher-ups in suits and is looking to unite people around this thing that we call sports. We believe, I believe, he believes that sports is really the thing that brings us all together. And he knows that. He knows how to do that through a good storytelling experience. But he's seen a lot in his time reporting as a Georgia student. He saw the transition from Mark Richt to Kirby Smart and the success that has brought the program. Seeing them win the national championship in person in Indianapolis this past year, to even covering amazing stories like Tiger Woods winning that magical Masters in 2019. So he's had experience even covering Super Bowls. Wes is a guy that knows how to find his way to a big story, a big event, even seeing Mercer upset Duke in the NCAA tournament in March Madness. But Wes, something that I learned from him and something I'm appreciative of him is he reiterated multiple times about the ladder that people try to climb in sports, trying to find their way in, working the angles. But he said he wasn't after the ladder, and he was focusing after himself and following the things that he loved, which is just reporting. Not the clout associated with being a part of a big market, but he was really trying to hone his craft, even taking time in the wee hours, just practicing writing to himself, to people close to him, finding ways to get better at his craft. And he really conveyed that in the interview, that his discipline was something that I admired, something that I wanted to improve upon, just because hearing him talk about how important it was made me think, man, what can I do to improve my work? What can I do to improve people wanting to listen to stories I tell? And so most importantly, I think that he instructed a reliance on others to be successful. Something that isn't easy for people nowadays to say that they need help, but Wes has said that was probably the biggest thing he would give to a young person looking to get their start in sports. But if I had the chance to interview him again, I would intend to dive deeper into his thoughts on how to make the most of relationships, those connections. It's not easy to make a name for yourself, but he has seemingly crafted this niche audience with a lasting impact to the people that love Coffeetown, the people that love to hear about Georgia football. And he's gathered a following of tens of thousands even on Twitter, with his comedy and witty self, something that is not uncommon from him. But at the end of the day, for me, it was an honor to catch up with him. He's been someone that has given great advice, and even in this video and the full interview, giving countless tips and advice. It's something that I believe is invaluable, especially for young students, young adults who are looking to take their first steps into this career of sports management. I believe in Wes. I believe that he is somebody that others shall look to with great admiralty. And I think that without Wes, I wouldn't be who I am as a reporter, as a creative, as someone who loves sports. I look to him for the best in people, and I believe that he'll continue to work his way up the ladder. Despite him not saying it, I know that he's capable of reaching great heights, and I want to thank him for taking the time in our 45-minute interview to speak to our students here at Georgia State. And I hope that many can take away what I did from this interview, and look forward to the best.